Hey guys, welcome to the Wave Crypto Club. We talk about all things crypto. In the last episode, we've been in the last episode on Bitcoin and the entire market sentiment. We spoke about how Bitcoin, definitely rose, but that was because the traders knew that the Fed was going to increase interest rates anyway and took positions accordingly. Is Bitcoin continuing to rise? Will it continue to rise? Right? That's one question that we'll try and answer. If we look at the broader sentiment among the traders, most of them are saying that you should be really wary of the Bitcoin rally that's happening around 20 to 23,000. Many of them are in fact saying that it might will a $20,000 kind of a mark be a retest for Bitcoin? Yes, highly possible, right? Many are saying that it is possible that Bitcoin could fall back to about 22,000, 19,000, and then maybe to 16,000. Right? That's something that even I've been saying in my previous videos. 26,000 is probably where it could go up to. It could test that level before coming down to about 19,000. That's what some of the traders are really talking about. However, we look at this slightly differently. We look at something called a Bitcoin hold chart. Right? What's a hold chart? This is very interesting. Right? A hold chart essentially tells us how long has the Bitcoin been held by somebody who just bought it. Right? It could range from less than 24 hours to all the way to greater than 10 years. Right? So that could be like Satoshi and his friends or something. But most of us are probably in the shorter time frames of a few weeks to a few years. So this chart roughly goes between 24 hours, 1 day to 1 week, 1 week to 1 month, 1 month to 3 months, and so on. What's the analysis that we are doing? Well, in any peak, in any the cycle peak, what has historically been seen is that short-term holders, right, those between let's say 24 hours to less than 3 months, maybe they start really increasing, right? They start peaking out. This makes sense, right? As Bitcoin price is increasing, more and more people are interested to invest in it, and hence they show up and start investing in it. We saw that in 2013 and 2014. Right? Look at the shades of red and orange increasing. These are the short-term holders, right? So this peaked out, and then there was a crash. And when it crashed, a lot of people are not new investors, short-term holders are not really interested. So you can see that it completely went off the charts. And then came the 2017 2018 kind of a peak again, where you see the short-term holders increasing, and we saw that again in May and November. So where are we heading next? Well, we look at that. Right now, the situation is that roughly the people who are holding between 1 week to 1 month are at 5%. 1 month to 3 months are roughly at 10%. Now, this is an important number because historically it was seen that people who are holding between 1 to 3 months, they roughly touch about 35% or 40%. It even went up to 48%, right? And that was like the bottom of the market. Currently, that band is at 37% and increasing. Does that mean that this is the bottom? Well, it just means that this is the accumulation phase, right? What's the accumulation phase? A lot of people are now picking up on Bitcoin. They're trying to buy and accumulate and hold more Bitcoin. However, there is one problem, right, which is the selling pressure. Who is selling? A lot of Bitcoin miners are under huge pressure because their economics is not really working out at these price levels. They are selling whatever they have. A lot of crypto companies that were doing some sort of activity, it could be lending, it could be whatever, these guys are under some crisis and they're all selling. The selling pressure is really coming in from there. And then there's a group that is trying to accumulate all the Bitcoin. So where are we going to head next? Well, it's possible that there is one more price drop, which we saw in the previous chart indicators that some of the traders have also been speaking about, because historically this has happened. It's possible that there's just one more drop before the real pickup. And when will that really start? Well, historically, if the 1 to 2 year kind of a band sort of starts increasing, right, like this 1 to 2 year band sort of starts increasing up to a certain level. That's when you know that, hey, this is the end of the bottom of the bear market, and from here onwards it will be an upward movement. That upward movement or that end of the bottom might be somewhere in November of this year. That's what I've been saying in my past videos as well. If you look at this, that's what this analyst here also says, that the 1 to 2 year band has been increasing, and this would likely in November 2022 would likely to mark the end of the accumulation phase and the beginning of the next bull market. And that's what I've been talking about in my previous videos as well. So most likely we will see another dip in the market, right? It could go down to 20,000, sub 20,000 levels. It could go down as much as 16,000. Some are even predicting 10,000, but I think 16,000, 15, 16,000 is where it might head and settle before really start picking up again. When will that pick up be? Maybe from November onwards, as some of these indicators also mention. If you're planning on investing, please go through all this. I have linked all these articles in the description. Go through all of them, do your own research, and then think of getting into the crypto markets. There is a recession coming. A number of big tech companies are cutting jobs. They are freezing fresh hiring. So there is some sort of a recession coming. Crypto investing could be the most riskiest thing that you could possibly do in an external environment like this. So be careful of where you put your money, because you might not be able to take it out for the next maybe 1 to 2 years. Right? Till at least mid of 2024, you might not be able to take it out. So please be careful of that. Do your own research. And having said that, if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and tell your friends about it. Welcome to the Wave Crypto Club.